Yo, what's up? It's been a minute. I been posting a lot, doing a lot of stories. A lot has happened since my last video. And overall I just wanna really just talk about being blessed. And just to update everybody, since my last video, I had changed boxing teams. I became a coach, and I honestly believe that's my true calling. For whatever reason, I could always um, teach people better than I could perform. You know what I mean? But I love teaching. In that realm, I went from one night a week to two nights, and doing some privates. You know, fighting got good. I really learned the basics instead of just going to war, just the art of the craft, working the jab, working the body angles. I've had two really good fights. One I won by knockout. Another one you can argue I won. I went into enemy territory, fought an undefeated fighter, went the distance. Um, I felt like I won that fight with politics. I didn't. You really got to bring it to your opponent when you fighting on the road and you're the B side. Just recently, I had a really bad fight. I was in the best shape of my life and got the worst ass whooping of my life. But that highlighted kind of what I want to talk about, just being blessed. Um, I have, uh, last year I went through a lot of stuff. Um, Jezebel attack, narcissistic manifestation, whatever you want to call the words. Um, I had my my co-parent in contempt of court for not giving me full information about my daughter, and to evade that, or you know miss the consequence which could have been possible. A lot of bullshit accusations started coming, and I spent uh the last week of October last year in a lot of court dates. I got to see uh my son's whole pregnancy, from the minute she missed her period. We officially found out at 5 weeks, all the way to 40. Seen him born. Um, but before he was born, that made me really, you know, reevaluate sex, relationships, all that. Because I mean, even though I read the word this past year, I really understood why uh life starts before birth. My son still to this day gets up when I get up in the fourth watch at 3 a.m. But he would get up in the womb because he would wake his mom up when he was in the womb. Just feeling him kicking and punching, especially in the third trimester, was a blessing I didn't expect, but I wanted to see because it helped me put a lot of things in perspective. Thing I want to talk about blessings is, just because like blessed don't mean being attractive, having money, having the latest whatever. Uh, Really, in the Bible, the word God says basically, if you're hungry, you're blessed because God's gonna give you something to eat. If you're thirsty, you're gonna get something to drink. If you're mourning, you're blessed because you're gonna feel better. And that sounds very basic, but it's the truth. Like, you know what I mean? Like, me giving you good advice on a regular day, I mean, yeah, it'll sink in, but it don't feel as good. It's not as uplifting for your spirit as when you're going through something bad. When you're going through something bad and you get that good advice, you get that thumbs up. Not only does it give you advice for whatever craft or whatever thing you're going through, it it uplifts your spirit. And uplifting your spirit, more things come. More things come. And that's really blessed because, like I said, like Also, in the past year, I completed my apprenticeship in plumbing. Um, I really, I it was one time I was gonna leave plumbing because, like, I was busting my behind, but I wasn't treated fair. The company went down under. Uh, that wasn't just a single layoff. That was the whole company got laid off. And I was gonna leave plumbing at that point and just be a warehouse thug, working at warehouses. I mean, but you know, just learning things, learning how to solder, learning how to braze, learning how to plumb, using my brain, putting things together, and then completing everything. Like passing my med gas test with 80%, passing my backflow test with a 90%, passing my journeyman test. Um, like this year has been full of so many blessings, and that's why when I lost, immediately I was depressed. I'm like, damn, I was running 6 minute miles in the best shape of my life, coming straight from doing hill sprints, bringing my baby mom and my son with me, uh, to go spar 6 to 8 hard rounds, um, just to lose. You know what I mean? But it's a fine detail with that, man. I had three different opponents change. The fight I actually took is actually the fight I didn't want to take because I had to lose a little bit more weight. That's not an excuse, but it's a fact. And that was the one opponent out of the three I didn't do my homework on. So, but as the devil had me getting depressed, um, I started thinking, man, I'm winning. I mean, I got a new car, I got money in the bank. The desire of my heart is to be a father, be a husband, and I got all of that. I got all of that, and it make you look at things different. And you know, I always would say to myself, like, man, I my regimen doesn't match my results, and I do believe that. But God told me in my prayer walks one morning, He was like, "You're not above the program. You're not above the program, especially when it comes to boxing. It's not a season. Every camp is different. Every fight is different. Every opponent is different, and you got to learn different things. Uh, and realizing that, uh, God was like, "I'm gonna be all right. I'm gonna be fighting in the next month or so." You know what I mean? Um, I do realize I have a smaller window of staying active, so I gotta stay active. I can't afford long layoffs this late in my career. I'm 36 years old, but I feel 26. But the reality is, I'm a 36-year-old man with two kids. So I got my window is now. That window could be anywhere from 3 to 7 years, but 3 to 7 years go by fast. I have a 7-year-old next month. You know what I mean? Uh, I mean, it don't even feel like 2014 was 10 years ago, but it was. Um, but just knowing that God will provide for you, knowing that God will be there for you, that's how you're blessed. You're like when you're hungry and you're given food, you're really blessed. When you're thirsty and somebody give you something to drink, um, like God is your provider. He'll be there for you. Now, certain things we got to go out and get on our own, but like wealth and what society views as blessings, um, really ain't. That's extra. That's gluttony or what they would call it. You know what I mean? Like just getting your daily bread, moving forward. I got away from things because I not in a bad way. I just start focusing on other things. You know what I mean? When I got out, only thing I had was a futon and a TV, no cable. I'm watching Bounce TV. I'm watching CBS. You know what I mean? But I was happy because it was better than sitting in the cell. You know, walking to the store was better than waiting for yard to be called. And I let myself get out of that mindset. And that mindset is the biggest blessing of my life. That mindset is how I can survive paycheck to paycheck, but still actually look better and be doing better than somebody that got money in the bank. You know what I mean? So blessed is just, just having peace of mind and knowing that God is gonna be there for you. But other than that, man, I've been giving y'all shorts, so hopefully this video touches y'all. Have a good one. And I got more to come, man. Um, right on.